Now we want to start with the first project, a practical working example, and we start with a fashion subject. And I want to see how easy it is to change clothes, to change body parts or decorations. So we have this source image, and I imagine that the client maybe asked for a change of style. Now it's really simplistic, we have just white on white, but maybe he asked for different changes. And I can imagine maybe to take this dark blue color as a reference and add some decorations and maybe changing the clothes. So first of all, I thought it might be possible to change her hands and make them flowers or something. So I select the hands, maybe like this. As you know, it could be a little rough. Maybe the flowers are a little bigger, so this will be my selection. I go to Generated Fill and type in bouquet of flowers, blue and white, and click Generate. Nice. First of all, I thought he changes the whole hand and makes it just flowers, but now he saw that there is a hand as a reference, so he made her like just holding the flowers, which I think looks pretty nice. And he also gave her a bracelet, which I think looks not too bad. I switched through the variations. Oh, okay, the first one looks pretty good actually, I think. I like that. So I guess that worked pretty well. And now I can imagine to try to, and now I wish to change her clothes from white to maybe a blue dress. So to do that, I would select her body part, but you have to keep in mind that we have a generated layer here and the normal source layer under it. So, but I want to keep this blue flowers. But when I would make a selection, I would just use that layer, but that do not include the blue flowers. First of all, we need to make a new layer combining those two. And to do that, I click Control, Alt, Shift and E, and he creates a new layer which combines every visible layer. So this is my new source, and now I make the selection of the body. It can be actually a little more rough because you know that it would be pretty hard to like isolate the hair. But the good thing with Generated Fill, it's not necessary because he sees that there is hair and he tries to like generate it naturally. So I just make a rough selection of the body here, and I just select the clothes, not the flowers. Maybe it works. Let's see. And I try to not select the foot. So this will be my selection. Now my generated fill prompt will be dark blue dress. And let's generate that. And look what it does. That's pretty nice. I mean, he completely replaced the shoulders and he shows more skin here, but he really made a natural looking figure. Here on the foot, it does not look really good, but we can refine that, I think. And here he messed up a little bit with the flowers. And here you see that my selection was pretty rough. So maybe it's sometimes better to make a more defined selection to avoid seeing the old dress here in the background. But overall, it's a pretty good looking result. Also, when you look at the reflections here, at the overall lighting, it looks really natural and it could really be shot in the studio. So if I want to retouch this now, because this is the thing you will notice at first, I mean, to brush out this seems kind of easy, but this is a little messed up. So I try to generate this area again. Now I tried the prompt black shoes to replace it with a shoe, and that was way better because yeah, otherwise he showed me some not natural looking feet. So wait, okay, this is not a good result, but those two are pretty good, I think. I like this one, and it still looks like one foot is hidden behind the other one. So yeah, I think that works fine. Now I also would like to edit her head area. I would love to have some blue flowers around her head. So I select the last layer, which is visible, and yeah, make a selection around her head, maybe like this. And I type in blue and white flower crown. Okay, let's see what variations he generated. Actually, this is not too bad. It's not blue, it's just white, but it looks kind of nice with the hair up here. Yeah, so I like that. I keep it like this and see what massive changes we did really quick. Changing the whole mood from this one to this one. So yeah, this is crazy. And talking about this fashion subject here, you often have something where you would like to expand the background area, and usually you would select it and maybe use content aware fill, which works good at some points, but in this case, for example, I think it could be really tricky, so let's try that. But when making the same thing with the generative fill option, I think the result is better. So in this case, yeah, he also generated some kind of weird body parts and shadows, which shouldn't be there. And you also see here the border where the original image ends. So let's redo that. So let's use the generative fill instead, and yeah, maybe type in nothing. Okay, it does not look perfect, but it looks kind of interesting. And I think also better because, for example, he extended the shadow, which usually ended there because the background ended here. But of course, when we expand the background, we would like to have the shadow expanded too. So if we now would start to retouch it with some clone stamp, or also with the healing tool, I can imagine that we can create a good result.